Now, Stu, just remind us what you're up to at the moment.
I'm
Softball,
the CEO of
sorry.
Softball New South Wales, so
Okay.
I'll be heading out to Blacktown once I leave you good fellows here to ply my trade. And the world of softball, mate, it's an interesting one. Look, interesting coming from rugby league, cricket and places like that where there's lots of TV money to a huge participation sport, 80% females, about just under the 10,000 mark, and very, very passionate people that love the game and are very committed to the game. So it's good fun.
Does it grow year on year, softball?
Well, it's hard to tell because of COVID. It didn't last year, but it has this year. It's up probably 6 or 7% from where it was last year.
And what about, I read and heard over the weekend that because of the cost of living, people are now pulling their children out of sport because they haven't got the money to go and enrol them to play in sport. Have you started to find that?
It's a massive challenge to find that nice balance between running the sport and making the sport financially viable and not going broke. And we're finding challenges because costs are going up, and they're going up exponentially. And last year, softball ran at a loss. So unfortunately, there's not much you can do about that because if you think about that, it's not like. And this is where it's a little bit hard because the big sports on TV, rugby league, cricket, AFL, even soccer to some extent, TV deal funds everything that goes on around it. The smaller sports...
The council help out? Do they provide ovals free of charge?
No.
And
so we pay maintenance on ovals and light. So lighting's a big one. That's where a massive cost. So to turn the lights on any of your facilities now is so expensive because of the cost of power. And you can't tell teams, amateur players that, no, you can only train during the day because they're all going to work. So they train at night. So you have to turn the lights on for them, but that cost has to come from somewhere. And that's the thing people don't see is that we want to provide it, but the sports want to. And that's where I think the government needs to be. The TV and the professional sports are making so much money now. You look at their profit and loss statements through the year; they're all turning surpluses. You go and look at all the amateur sports; they're all turning losses. So how do you get that nice balance? I don't know. I don't want to take away money from the professional sports, having worked in it, but. A lot of the smaller sports, the Olympic sports, a good example. Look at netball.
What do you rely on that?
So it's participation funded.
Right.
It's bottom up funded.
Yeah, right.
So every time a person plays, there's a little bit of government grants and a little bit of corporate money, but only a little bit. We run a little canteen, a little tuck shop there that makes a little bit of money, but we're participation funded. So the more players we get, the more financial viable we are.